event.
Today we're diving into the fascinating 40-year tug-of-war between the Department of Defense and the GSA's procurement system. It's a topic packed with twists, don't you think?
Absolutely. The tension between the DoD's need for flexibility and the GSA's structured approach is almost like a chess game that never ends.
We are using a LinkedIn post from Guy Timberlake.
The go-to guy, or the godfather of government marketing.
That's a good analogy. I'm curious, why do you think the DoD resisted GSA's procurement mandates for so long?
Well, the DoD often argues that their missions are unique and time-sensitive. They felt GSA's procedures slowed them down, like asking a sprinter to run in hiking boots.
That's a vivid image. But do you think the GSA was too rigid, or was it just trying to enforce accountability?
A bit of both, I'd say. The GSA wanted transparency and fair competition, but sometimes their rules felt like a maze, easy for smaller agencies, but a headache for the DoD.
That makes sense. The article mentions the Brooks Act and other legislative efforts. Do you think those helped bridge the gap, or just made things more complicated?
The Brooks Act was meant to standardize IT procurement, but it also created more red tape. Imagine trying to fix a leaky faucet by installing a new plumbing system.
Ouch, that sounds expensive and confusing. It seems like both sides had good intentions but different priorities. Was there ever a point where they found common ground?
Occasionally. Initiatives like GSA schedules offered some flexibility, but the DoD kept pushing for their carve-outs. It was like sharing a pizza but arguing over the toppings.
Love that. So, would you say recent reforms have helped, or is it just new wrapping on old problems?
There's progress. Category management and e-commerce pilots are promising. But the core tension remains: speed versus oversight.
Right, the classic balancing act. Do you think there's a risk that too much autonomy for the DoD could lead to less accountability?
Definitely a risk. Without checks, costs could spiral or fairness could suffer. On the other hand, too much control slows everything down.
It's almost like parenting. Give too much freedom, kids run wild; too little, and they rebel.
Exactly. The procurement kids have been rebelling for decades. Maybe it's time for a new approach.
If you could suggest one change to finally settle this, what would it be?
I'd say more collaboration early in the process. Get GSA and DoD teams in the same room at the planning stage, not just when contracts are signed.
That could cut down on misunderstandings. Do you think technology can play a role in smoothing things out?
For sure. Modern procurement platforms can automate compliance checks and speed up approvals, making both sides happier.
But there's always the human factor. Do you think cultural resistance is a bigger barrier than the actual rules?
Absolutely. People cling to the way we've always done it. Changing that mindset is harder than updating any regulation.
So true. Sometimes bureaucracy feels like quicksand, easy to step into, hard to get out of.
And yet, both GSA and DoD want the same thing: the best value for taxpayers. Maybe that shared goal can drive future reforms.
I like that optimism. Before we wrap up, what's one lesson listeners should take away from this 40-year saga?
I'd say, big systems need both agility and accountability. Finding the right balance is an ongoing challenge, not a one-time fix.
A special thank you to MarketUS.com for furnishing us this information.
Here's a question: how do we contact them?
Good question. You can reach them at MarketUS.com or call them at 954-636-3232.
Before we go, this deep dive was created by the MarketUS.com team.
Great insight. And maybe it's a reminder that even government agencies can learn to share their pizza, eventually.
Here's hoping. Thanks for joining us today. If you have thoughts about procurement or this decades-long rivalry, let us know.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Good point. It's right below the subscribe link.
Until next time, keep questioning the systems around you, and maybe double-check your plumbing before installing anything new.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor and sharing your product or service with the world, reach out to MarketUS.com. You can schedule a session to discover how we can work together. See you soon.